It's not cold. It's not cold. It's like 3 p.m. I think I'm a little too loud. Maybe you should like be here. Okay. So, hello. How is your Valentine's Day going? I'm so blessed that our teacher moved the deadline of the paper another day, but I plan to finish it. It's just when I arrived here, I was very comfortable and I didn't fall asleep. I just looked at TikToks all day. And was that healthy? No. Was I waiting for my phone to literally die? Yes, I did. All 100% gone. And this is where I talk about this little book. This little book. I got it off of our local library. And I reading makes you more empathetic. There's like little citations. I got the thinnest one because I don't even read the books that I have up here, even though I do want to talk about that. But you only have 30 minutes on this, so. And on Valentine's Day, like I got this little. I'm not showing you the brand. I'm gatekeeping, but it's a little like chocolate bar with a heart. I just want to say I'm very grateful for. I was very shocked. Like I never would have thought I'd get anything heart shaped today because I don't really have anyone in my mind. But he was very kind to give this to me. It just said Mahal ka ni Lord, and that translates to God loves you, and like thank you for the reminder. I needed that. I needed that so much. I haven't eaten it yet. It feels like a treasure. I don't know. It's just I don't know. And I got this chocolate that I first thought was the Chinese candy, like with that what you get when you have sore throat because of the red packaging, but it's chocolate. And this happy Valentine's Day thing that came with the book. And I don't know, I just felt very curious. So what's inside? Wait, no way, 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 no way. Strawberry are you kidding me? Chocolate coins? They have budget. I'm so happy. If I don't like the book that I'm getting, like I'm happy I at least, Okay, let's do the unwrapping. We can do the skid. I was like, how much is it? And they said it's free. I'm like, damn, I never done these before because usually you spend money on them and I don't like spending money on something I'm not even certain and sure of that I have to look at every single review. And that like if it's not really like matching to the teeth something that I'm not obsessed with, then like that's just a waste of money and I don't like wasting money. That's why I buy boring books that actually give knowledge in my life. But let's try something different. Okay, ASMR. Let's do some ASMR. But you need to see it though. Ooh, I love like newspaper things. Okay, okay. I will admit the section like behind the newspaper area was like romance, and I love romance personally because that's literally the only entertaining thing ever. Anyways, this book is Let's Visit Hungary, which is like okay. They also have stuff in A to Z. Where's the Philippines? They don't even got Philippines on there. Okay. I feel like I'm so happy I got like this like small, book because I feel like it's doable. It's very cute, very pretty. After turning it in a week and 1986, I'm holding a piece of like something. So I'll let you know if I should read these because like I do have to read this because like they gave me a little paper to rate my date and like I might have overhyped it too much just because like this book was wrapped up. Like it same goes for someone like wearing a mask. You know, you kind of overhype. It's okay. Book title: Let's Visit Hungary. Grading section: Are you satisfied and motivated with activity? Did chocolate really help? Did we meet our goals, objectives? I have a goal. I have an objective. comment suggestions, and rate to 1 to 5, and 1 is the lowest. Honestly, I never pick up travel books at all, but I hope that this will like do a little change. I'll let you know any updates if anything ever progresses. I do see astronauts. I just love looking at the history though. Like, look, only two people. Only two people. 1985. Emmanuel borrowed this and returned. And David on July 26th returned it. Damn. I don't think 1985 is the date because the school didn't even like show up at that time. Maybe this book did. But like that's crazy. Because usually a lot of books you would see like they have like this to the T. You would write this stuff down. Now all you have to do is just beep. Oh, I miss these. I miss these. You have to write your name down and stuff. And then you see everyone who borrowed it. Oh, love. Love it so much. Okay, now I can't return it. Oh my, I'm freaking scared. No way. No way. Okay. I'll read a bit of it. I'm an audio book listener. Audio reader. Audiobook reader in Central Europe. Not my voice being all different. If you look at a map of Europe, you will see in the center of the continent a landlocked country that has an oval shape. No, there isn't. There's not an oval. This country is called Hungary. I need to like prop my lungs properly. It is the smallest country in Central Europe and has an area of 93,036 square kilometers, 36,000 square miles. Half its population of 10,322,000 live in towns, and the majority of them belong to the Roman Catholic faith. What, do I have to read this properly? Because like I'm already struggling. Okay, let's like be comfortable. All Hungarian citizens, whatever their creed or race, have equal rights and opportunities. The country is divided by the river Danube into two halves, east and west. An immense plain, flat as a pancake, sweeps away to the horizon to the east of the river. Flat as a pancake. Whoever wrote this, they're funny. I like them. This is called the Great Hungarian Plain, or Puzda. Puzda. Puzda, which means wasteland. I don't think it's a wasteland. There are bushes or trees in the Puzda, except on the banks of the rivers and around the villages. The soil is salt and sandy in places and only fit for grazing. I'm not judging the book, I'm just judging like the way I said grazing. In other places it is rich farmland which has been turned into one of Europe's granaries. Thousands of years ago, much of Hungary was underwater, covered by a shallow sea linked to the Mediterranean. Then earthquakes, wind, and rain gradually raised the level of the land. The sea became a shallow lake dotted with islands. Over the ages, deposits of mud, gravel, and sand brought down by. Imagine reading your child this story. I mean, like, if they love Hungary or any country, like, this would be fun. Just telling your kid. A typical small church in northern Hungary. Most Hungarians are Roman Catholics. Okay, pull up, me too. Okay, pull up, me too. Torrents from the surrounding highlands filled in the lake, forming the Great Hungarian Plain. Northwards, the Great Plain merges into the foothills of the Carpathian Mountains, which stretch in an arc beyond the Hungarian border. The hills were once covered in thick woods. Now they are bare and terraced in places. These terraces are planted with vineyards, which produce the famous Tokaj wines. Lake Balaton, Lake Balaton, the largest lake in Central Europe, is famous for its health-giving, warm waters. It lies in the western half of the country in the area called Transdanubia. The lake is long and narrow, almost 77 kilometers, 48 miles, Are you still listening? Are you bored? This is an audiobook reading. I commend people who like voice books. Like I want to do that too, but I don't. I already struggled. Let me try in a British one because this is Central Europe. British is not in Europe. Britain is not in Europe. Long. No, I'll just whatever happens happens. Long and only about 14 kilometers, 9 miles wide. Along the northern shore, it is 3 or 4 meters, about 10 feet deep. North of Lake Balaton lies a high plateau covered in trees. It is known as the Bacony Forest. Bacony. South of the lake is a lower plateau and two rocky hills of granite surrounded by fertile valleys and orchards. This area is also rich in minerals. The people who live in Hungary like to call themselves Magyars, just as people who live in the United Kingdom call themselves British. Other people, Germans, Serbs, Slovaks, and Romanians, also live in Hungary. They are called ethnic minorities because they account for only a small percentage of the population. There are Hungarian gypsies too, who have lived in Hungary for many centuries and have darker faces than the gypsies seen in Western Europe. Strangely, the Magyars are not related to any of their neighbors and so form a race apart. But they are related to the Finns of Finland, whom they were separated over 1,000 years ago by migration and invasions from Central Asia to the Volga River region in Russia. The Hungarians pay for their goods with a monetary unit called a forint. The forint is a decimal currency and is divided into 100 fila. A few forints will buy a box of matches or an illustrated postcard. The Hungarians also use the metric system for their measurements in weights. About 60 years ago, Hungary was mainly an agricultural country, and most of the people were poor peasants and herdsmen. Most of the people were poor peasants and herdsmen. They lived in hamlets and villages of whitewashed. Oh, it is a wasteland. I just saw pictures. I'm joking. I think this is from my 86. I think they made amazing advances. Mud brick cottages. The men wore white shirts and tight black trousers and black hats with brims turned up all around. Ugh. In cold weather, they also wore shaggy sheepskin cloaks. The women went about their work in long black cotton dresses and white or black headscarves. They're like, not gonna continue that sentence. They grew wheat and potatoes, Minecraft, and reared pigs, horse, and cattle for food, Minecraft. Tobacco was grown locally, and the orchards provided fruit. During the last year of the Second World War, 1939 to 1945, Hungary, like other countries in Europe, became a battlefield. There was bitter fighting between the Hungarian and German armies on one side, and the Soviet and Romanian armies on the other. Towns and villages were bombed and shelled until they were turned into heaps of rubble. Finally, the Soviet army, being more numerous, overwhelmed the defenders and drove the Germans out of the country, while the Hungarians signed a ceasefire agreement. When the war ended, food was scarce in many parts of the country and life was hard. Today, much of this has changed because of new factories and power stations have been built all over Hungary. Young peasants have gone to the towns and become factory workers. Those left in the country work on cooperative farms and are paid wages. The town too have changed. Every new year, new housing estates and apartment blocks are built. New sites on the edges of towns are cleared to make way for the building of mills and factories, car parks, and supermarkets. Hungarian scientists are very busy developing new computer systems and precision instruments. They also carry out research in connection with nuclear power stations and space exploration. The new housing built in Tanama. The first, my throat hurts, and that's only just by reading. I want to. They have a chocolate flavor. I love chocolate. Okay. I don't like the packaging. I don't like to use my teeth when I open things. Like I used to before, but then they told me like don't use your teeth, it's gonna ruin it. I don't use it anymore, but okay. This one is mocha chocolate fudge. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. hmm Okay. I was craving chocolate. I mean I was craving coffee. This lollipop is big. Has already okay, the first Hungarian astronauts has already been in orbit around the Earth, and others are being trained for future space flights. The Hungarian countryside has also been changing. New motorways have been built for the increasing motor traffic. More and more this long distance trucks for the increasing motor traffic. More and more long distance trucks now pass through Hungary. High tension cables connect the Hungarian power grid to those of neighboring Czechoslovakia and the USSR. Oil and gas are being piped down from abroad to provide energy for industry. Hungary is a colorful and unusual country which lies in the heart of Europe. The Hungarian people have lived for many years under foreign occupation and oppression through terrible wars and revolutions. They have suffered famine and destruction. They are proud people who have survived and preserved their traditions, and they're very much a part of the modern world. It's easy to travel to Hungary now that Europe is crossed by so many motorways. The country is also one of Europe's most important railway junctions. In addition, there are direct flight connections between Budapest, the capital, and 39 cities of Europe and Asia. Let's visit this country and look more closely at the way of life of the Hungarian people. I think I'll stop there, but the next one is land and climate. If you want to read this, I'll put the title author link down and below. No, but like I never would have thought like I would pick a book up like this. You know? You never really pick up these books. I mean, maybe if you were like geographical person. I was about to say nerd. I'm changing my vocabulary, but literally it's it's like not that bad. Because like I'm usually the type of person who would get buy a book just for the aesthetic. And one good example of that is this one. This book. This book is so crusty and dusty. I got it secondhand, you know, at those bookstores that are really nice. I never really read, but this was in my I want to be a lawyer era. But the stories are really good. Like it is real stories and they're based off real people and they're all gone now. So it's very like crazy. But I will admit I did like the colorway. It was very aesthetic. Matches with Atomic Habits, which I don't know where it is now, and I don't really vibe with that book now, and that's okay. People change. I might like this book in the future. I mean, I that's why I didn't paint on it or annotate because like, what if I give it away? I didn't want to like paint on it or annotate it because what if I wanted to give it to a friend who wants to be a lawyer? Someone was in my mind, but well, think about it. Well, think about it. As I was saying, I don't really gravitate towards these books. Uh, I'm the type to get the believe it or not Ripley's Guinness Book of World Record, big, really big books, the ones that you can't like bring home because of how massively large they are. Like those ones are very entertaining. These I would buy for aesthetic because like look how pretty this is. Like I feel like this is something like younger me would have gotten just to put on her Instagram. and I'm actually reading it. I'm making myself read it. And like, let me know if I ever slack off, because I need to get to know this book before I make an actual judge. Because I've noticed, not just in books but in people, we love to judge the outer things already. And it depends, because honestly, if they really are already like go. But like, this book still has potential, you know what I mean, like just like a person. But like, don't fall in love with their potential. Fall in love for what it is. That's why keep reading, but don't force yourself. If you don't Keep reading, but don't force yourself if you don't like the book at all, because that leads to lots of burnout and reasons why I don't read the rest of the books. But I do, just when I want to. Like, I bring a book to me to school every single day and I never open it. But it looks cute well, yeah, it looks cute. Because I love being with people. That's all I gotta say. There's just something. But I will read a book when I'm alone, whatever like that. But I haven't been alone yet, which I'm grateful for. I just feel like if I'm reading and I'm with someone, like, I don't know. I still bring it though, like, just in case. But yeah. Mhm. I was thinking of doing a photo shoot for February, because like, I've kind of have a streak going. By streak, I mean like I did it like 2 times in a row. So one is this. I guess I can show the photo. One is like this. 2020? No, 2021. Because 2020 was like, no, the pandemic didn't happen yet. But 2021, I was like, I'm still in love with myself, something like that. And then, or I don't remember what I said. And then the 2022, it was like bomb outfits. Like, you see all that red, whatever. Like, wow. For me, I went to school. It was a uniform day, like every day, and like I wore like this red vest. Like, I was like being all goofy, because like, who cares? Like, I even made my eyeliner like hearts. It's fun. It doesn't always have to be a jacket. You don't always have to be like sweating just for you to like change it up a bit. And I painted my nails. I don't I don't think you can see it, but they're hearts. And I have to remove them soon. But did I do my nails the day before? Yes. This tastes like the coffee can. I mean, coffee can. The past days, I've been looking at myself, like not like in the mirror, like not like the usual mirror looking, but like Instagram, my past post on there, like years ago, seeing how much I've grown, evolved as a person, and and I saw like in one of my like reels. I barely post reels, so check them out. But like, I was like doing a cover of What Dreams Were Made Of, and then I was like thinking like, oh my gosh, like I haven't really been in my music phase in a while, because a lot of the things that happen go through phases. I used to love Minecraft so much, like my Pocket Edition phase gone, and now I'm resurging back into Minecraft last year, and then it's kind of dies off, and now I'm going back again. So stuff like that. Drawing phases, where you just want to like recreate all your old work. I think we really all go through all these phases, and I realized like I haven't really been musicaling lately. I haven't been really musically inclined, and I have this ukulele that's just on the wall for a year that I haven't touched. I should touch it more. I mean, like, I drawing and then I move on my day. That was my musical inclination. I also have the piano that I did break a big piece of, but I hope it still works. and things like that. I hope like to be more like I'm starting to take on like new projects. I started to love crocheting, painting. I haven't done my painting phase in a while, but I know I'm gonna come back to it. That's why I try not to like stress myself out too much because I always come back to it. Like I did this exact like YouTube trying to do YouTube thing, like filming myself thing last year ago. And I never really posted it because I always put such a high standard on myself. And now I'm posting my stuff. I don't know if I'm posting my old stuff. It's just sitting there gathering like it's just sitting there gathering dust. But let me know. I hope you enjoyed this time with me. I might play, I might do my paper. We'll see. Like today's just a chill day. And today marks like 3 years since being with the guy that ate McDonald's without me on our date. So life is good because I just ate like chicken from Jollibee and I enjoyed it. It was with my family too. I very much enjoyed it. It's just like a fun little anecdote. And that's why I was very shocked. Again, I'm very shocked. Like anything with a heart shape, like wait, do I start here? Hello? Okay. My friends ask like anything with a heart shape, like my friends ask like where'd you get that from? And I'm like, we just talked to the guy and stuff and I, I don't know. It's just very nice act of kindness. I don't know what to give him back. He's been kind of in my mind lately.